Hello there, Sagittarius. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading is going to be for Sagittarius for May of 2021. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring things together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So I guess that makes all you Sages named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I do not believe the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme for the month. Now, we have good words. They're relaxation, openness, willingness, balance, and depth this month. But I can see 1, 2, 3 cards that are going to be kind of hard cards for us to handle. Nothing that we can't handle, though. We Sages can handle just about anything, because what's on the bottom of the deck here is the 10 of Pentacles. Earth energy. I love pentacles. That's money. 10 of Pentacles. It's a happy card. It's one that signifies we've established something solid and secure, both in our business and with our family life, our work. We're planned. All of our planning in our life has paid off, and we are enjoying the fruits of our labor actually this month, which is pretty good. So we're emphasizing home and family at this point, having succeeded kind of in establishing some type of a business or a form of a secure income that's going to provide for us to support our family. We might be planning maybe at this stage to build a new home, or maybe buy a second home, like a vacation home or something. Family matters are at the forefront right now, and we have the leisure time to concentrate actually on all of our personal affairs. That's really good. That's a good energy. That goes with our word balance, openness, our word relaxation, having enough to provide for our family, for our own selves, things like that. Life generally going pretty easy, but there's, like I said, there's a few kind of harsher energies in this card that are in this reading that are going to be a little bit, maybe a little bit more difficult, let's put it that way, to work with. But next we got rod energy. We have right here, this is the 9 of Rods energy, and this is a card representing defending one's own legitimate territory. It's a job that's been done and done well and done by dint of effort and our own determination. We're standing up for ourselves, period. This person's shown courage under fire, and that's something we can do pretty well. So at 9 represents completion. So the 9 of Rods means that the job is done basically now. That's probably why we were getting this 10 of Pentacles energy. We've had the discipline, we had the ability to plan well and plan wisely, and we're moving forward with a sense of purpose and a sense of direction in our life right now. But we kind of fought to get there, through our own effort and our own will. So it's not a harsh card, but it shows us that we had the energy to go through it no matter what. We stood up to all these 8 rods that are behind him, and we're still marching right along there, so we're pretty tough. So if there is any opposition to our skills, our strength, our courage, usually will prevail over anything that tries to hold us down, or over any of our opponents, is actually how you would speak it. Anything like that, we're going to prevail over that type of energy, which is excellent for us. So it's kind of interesting in a way, but it's a little strange in another way, if you know what I mean. It's like, why were we fighting that hard to get where we are at? Maybe because of other things or other issues happening in our lives, because this next one's really a tough one. I hate this Three of Swords energy for us, because look at it, it's got blood dripping off of it. But this is an energy that signifies separation and sorrow, like maybe the breaking up of a love relationship. It's a card that is kind of a card of severance, of usually, however, there's this sense that the separation or the breakup of whatever kind of relationship it was, even if it's a relationship of another sort, actually was useful. And even though there's sorrow and regret about it passing out of our life, the end result is always positive. So we could be feeling the pain of separation right now, right? Quite possibly in the area of love. Sometimes this is where a third party comes into what we thought was a stable situation and caused some kind of a breakup, but the breakup was actually ready to happen. Anyhow, if we'd have took off the rose-colored glasses and really looked at the situation clearly. So whatever has died in our life needed to be allowed to disintegrate, basically, and in our psychic state. So the card actually is telling us, don't hold on to the past. If you look at this card, think about this. I think this is a lot of energy that's past, that went through our fields already, and that light shining out behind it, even though there's clouds over it, it shows that there's a lot of healing energy that came around with that. So we might as well kind of just relax and enjoy it, or not enjoy it. That's not the way I want. Come to terms with it and let it go. If it was something harmful, a breakup, but the card is actually telling us, don't hold on to things that don't serve us now. Don't hold on to the past hurts, the past heartaches. Keep moving forward so that I can make right, appropriate decisions for my own self. Because our next card here is the Emperor. Sometimes the Emperor can be like a father type figure in our life, but the Emperor means that we're involved with some kind of an established order, or involved with someone who is a representative of the establishment. We might have a need to identify with this powerful group. It could be a religious group, it could be ideological, it could be an intellectual type group or a political group. We might be attending meetings related to this particular type of culture or social group, institution. We might, or economic group or company, or some kind of a community that enables us to, we kind of identify with that type of power. We may be feeling that we need to belong. We need to be one of them. Or we're associating with someone who feels that we have that need. Now, we're Sagittarius. So I've got to say, with this Emperor card, it's not upside down. I don't read them upside down. But we are Sagittarius, and we have that Three of Swords energy coming right smack before the Emperor. So I'm going to say some of us may be in conflict with this established order thing, or, you know, maybe it's at our job or something like that. We want to turn this emperor right up on his head, or, you know, maybe with a traditional religion or an ethnic base. We might be feeling pressure from them to accept, you know, responsibilities from them that we really actually don't want and we don't feel up to handling, and we're getting pressured or pushed into trying to do it, you know. So we might have recently experienced some kind of loss of power around that, such as a downsizing, maybe around our job, or we might be feeling like the lack of energy to reach our goals. You know, sometimes the Emperor in reverse can just mean I'm out of energy. I need to go get a physical checkup, you know. But just thinking, some of us might want this Emperor standing on his head, basically, because it's kind of, to me, maybe in conflict with this Ten of Pentacles type energy. So some of us, it's going to go upside down with that Emperor type energy. Because here's our other tough card. This is the Two of Swords. So we have the Three of Swords and we have the Two of Swords. And this is actually is a situation where it appears to be impossible for us to move forward, period. So the person in this card is in a position of like stasis, maintaining the situation exactly like it is, in a state of balance, by ignoring all of the underlying tension that exists in the situation. It's an uncomfortable position to be in. We may be having it with that Emperor energy, but we aren't quite ready to do anything about it yet. So there's a need with this card for us to speak up, to be open, and to be willing to speak up about the circumstances involved. Maybe it's an example that would be like a couple that don't get along, but they show this perfect facade to everybody else. Let's say they argue, fight all week. They go out to dinner with their friends. They're laughing, joking, having a good time, come home, slam the door. She goes to the bedroom. He goes in the living room. They don't speak again for another week. So there's some kind of determination and, you know, to pretend that things are okay. So psychologically, this is called, denial, period. And psychologically speaking, when you get yourself in this state, change must take place in our life. So change must take place, or the tension around the situation becomes simply unbearable. So choice is available. All she has to do is take off that blindfold. She has two swords in her hand. She can cut it off if she truly wants to. Take off the blindfold, look the situation squarely and honestly. Look at it squarely and honestly, and make the choice that I have to make. It's just take off the rose-colored glasses. That's how I think it's coming down. Is this Emperor type energy, whoever's over me or an authority thing over me, is it still working for me? Or isn't it? Is it contributing to my Ten of Pentacles energy here? So if I'm having a harsh time considering what's going on, our whole reading's kind of telling us that we have to actually see the situation in order to change something. So if we're denying we even have a situation, right, then we can't make any change because we're denying we even have one to begin with, which is kind of silly, you know, or kind of an aggravating type of energy to have around us when you, when you think about it, even for a minute. So it could be a break from a job situation or something along those lines. It could be maybe a break from a relationship, but whatever it is, it's time. That's what this whole reading's telling us. There's something we want that we've fought for, we've stood up for a long time, and it's that Ten of Pentacles energy. That's what we need. Now's the time to reach out and take it and speak up about it and just have it happen. That's how they're saying it. We each have different wants or needs. We're not all the same Sagittariuses. Say go for it. That's our angel card. Your prayers and positive expectations may have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Well, how about that, Sag? We're going somewhere, and I'm hoping it's very far indeed. But we'll still have to make the effort to take off the blindfold. You drew this card as encouragement for the situation you're asking about. The angels reassure you of a positive outcome, provided you continue to pour love and guided action into the situation. Don't hesitate. Now is the right time. You're on the right path. The idea that you have is divinely inspired. The angels foresee a successful outcome. I think that's a good for us. There's a couple harsh energies in there, but it shows me overall we're going to stand up and we're going to bring that which it is that we want. And that's the relevant or important part of it. What am I open to and what am I willing to do to get what it is that I need or want, right? Well, Sag, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information's in the About section down below the screen over at the website. Over at the website are 2 short videos. One explains the prayer class I put out there for you. The other, the sutra classes. Prayer class is pretty comprehensive. It explains how to format prayers, why you do them the way you do. Sutras are simple thought forms you put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. The videos that explain them are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 5 whole years of doing YouTubes now, and everybody I've met through 33 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I will see you back here next month. Bye-bye.